Let's tackle that frustrating syntax error, unexpected token export error you get in Jest when using ES modules. This usually pops up because Jest, by default, uses common JS modules, a different system than the ES modules, ESM, you might be using in your code. Here's how to fix it. 1. Check your Jest configuration. The most common solution is to explicitly tell Jest you're using ES modules. You do this by adding a transform section to your jest.config.json or jest.config.txt file. This section tells Jest how to handle different file types. You need to specify that files ending in JJS, JX, JTAM, or JTEX, depending on what you are using, should be transformed using a module transformation that supports ES modules. A typical configuration would look like this: transform tra-m-jsex jest. You might need to install the su-jest package, npm install, savedev at /jest or yarn-add dev at /jest. Other transformers like Babel can also work, but you might need specific Babel plugins. Make sure you replace -m-jsx with the correct regex that matches your file extensions if you have different ones. 2. Use the type module in your package. JSON. For newer Node.js versions, you can use ES modules directly without needing a transformer. Add one type and module into your package JSON file. This tells Node.js to treat all your Node.js files as ES modules. This is a simpler approach if your environment supports it. Keep in mind that this affects your whole project, not just your tests. 3. Type checking in TypeScript. If you're using TypeScript, ensure your tsconfig JSON is correctly configured. You'll likely need to set a module, as next, or a module resolution, Node 16, or higher depending on your Node version. This helps TypeScript compile your code into a format compatible with Jest and ES modules. Check your tsconfig JSON for any conflicting settings related to the module system. 4. Verify your module exports. Double-check that your export statements are correctly formatted. Ensure you're using the export keyword correctly before the function or variable you want to export from your module. For instance, export const my function XSL is the correct syntax for an ES module export. If your exports are not the correct format, then the error will persist even if the other steps are completed. 5. Check for other conflicts. Sometimes other plugins or configurations might interfere with Jest's module handling. Try temporarily disabling other plugins or configuration settings to see if they're causing the issue. 6. Restart your development environment. After making changes to your configuration files, always restart your development environment, or at least the Jest process, to ensure the changes are picked up. A simple restart will often solve simple errors and conflicts. By systematically checking these points, you should be able to pinpoint the root cause of your syntax error, unexpected token export in Jest, and get your tests running smoothly. Remember to choose the approach using a transformer or setting any type module that best fits your project setup and Node.js